So yeah, Electric Funeral. I think that was one of the very few tracks, studio version, in the early days where Tony was using the wah pedal. So Electric Funeral is definitely a favorite. That one has a very interesting drum beat, which we'll get more into when we talk about the drums, but it almost sounds like there's some kind of overdub with the cymbals, because it doesn't sound like a regular drum beat. It sounds like there's something laying on top of it, because the barking of the hi-hat just sounds weird. So that should be interesting when we do that on guitar, or drums. There's the Warner Brothers Deluxe Edition of Paranoid. There you go. Like that picture. I'm not going to show the booklet on this one. I'm going to keep this kind of short. That's definitely a favorite of mine. That's an awesome song. If you don't know what it's about, the lyrics are very easy to listen to and hear and understand, by Ozzy. But it's about nuclear atomic bomb warfare, radiation, minds decay, victims of man's frustration, something like that. Fading moon falls apart, dying world of radiation, people turn to clay. You know, you ever look at those nuclear bomb war testing videos? They are gruesome. It turned everybody to just dust. This is the regular vinyl version of the album, the CD, of course. Check out the description for more information about the band, my gear, the album, and some album credits. And here's the Black Sabbath Super Deluxe edition of the album Paranoid, released in September 1970 in the UK and in January 1971. I'll try to show some pictures in here. So right when you open it, if you can open it, boom, there's a war pig there for you. There's comes with the new 2012 remaster version of the album again, the studio versions. Like a vinyl sleeve. It's pretty neat. That's awesome. I hope you get, if you guys are watching these, whoever's watching these videos, I hope you enjoy these as much as I do. I mean, you know, when I do these videos, I try to, obviously I'm not Tony Iommi, but I'm just somebody doing covers, but I like to put a lot of time into these and kind of keep the old spirit alive. Because before you know it, someday, I mean, this music will be over 100 years old, and it's just a shame that, in my opinion, music is not as good as what it used to be. Creativity has just went downhill in my generation, but we need to bring some rock and roll back. We need some throwbacks. This is the Quadraphonic 1973-74 remix of the album. It's basically the studio album, but it was the original tapes were taken to the studio and they were remixed probably differently. I'd really like to hear this. I might do some of the versions on here, which is probably the same versions, but the mixing might sound different. Might do it anyway. This whole album again, but the Quadraphonic remix, just to experiment with different sounds, but basically it's mixed different. That's a stereo version of the album. I think this is the 1971. I keep saying I think. Let me just look. Yeah, this is the 1971 Paranoid Tour book. So if you bought the tickets like at a ticket booth or at a stadium or a hall where you would see the show, I guess they would give this to you, or they would put it on your seat maybe. But this is really cool. Again, Paranoid is a classic rock and roll album, and probably Sabbath's #1 selling album. Every song in there was just about a hit. It's a phenomenal album. Creativity was really cool what they were doing at the time, and a little bit of a different sound and different remix compared to the debut album released less than a year before this even came out in the UK. Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of the debut, there's a cool picture in here. I forgot to show the rest of the pictures. Oh, here you go. Here's the tour pamphlet on the bottom here. And when did they come to my town? Doesn't say. Don't see it. I don't see Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on here. They played in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. There you go. There's Vertigo Records promotional advertisement of their debut album up top, Black Sabbath, and then their follow-up LP, Paranoid, on the bottom there. I thought that was pretty cool. And then there's the Black Angel on the back. I don't think that was on the original program, because I don't think that logo was around in 1970, 71. I think that came out a little later, maybe late 70s. Yeah, I think that logo wasn't there until like 70, between 75 and 70, definitely 78. Because there's photos of Tony Iommi wearing a Sabbath tour shirt. I think it was a 78 tour shirt, and it has the Black Angel on it. So, and then here's the book. We'll show some of the pictures here in the book. It's a hardcover book. It's like a 61-page book, and it just has a lot of awesome photos. I mean, it just, when you see it online and then you see it in a book, it's better in the book. There they are, Regent Sound Studios. Tony Iommi over there with his white Gibson SG Custom. There's Ozzy singing his Iron Heart Out. He's got his lyrics and his hipster glasses. That's Regent Sound Studios during the Paranoid session. I've said that 1,000 times. I love this picture. That's the War Pigs lyrics. He's got a cigarette in one hand and singing, and the lyrics in the other. Regent Sound. Cool picture right there. Popular. There you go. Best pictures out there. It's Regent Sound Studios. Notice the Vox AC30 and the Laney Supergroups in the background. I wonder if that Vox AC30 was... I wonder who was playing or singing out of that. Because I know Ozzy, when he did his vocals at some of the early shows, he was singing out of a Vox amplifier. If you don't know who Vox are, then They're crazy because Vox is a huge, popular British amplification company made famously by the Beatles and the Who and Stones, but mostly the Beatles when you think of Vox. And I think at one point Sabbath was using Vox amps. Like Ozzy got the gig. Ozzy Zig got the gig with Sabbath because he had his own Vox speakers, tower speakers for singing. I think his dad bought it for him. I think. And that was one of the breakthroughs where he was asked to join Black Sabbath. Ozzy Zig Needs a Gig was a poster, I think, out front of a music store somewhere in Birmingham, and that's how Ozzy was discovered to be asked to join Black Sabbath. But that's my little tribute to Vox amplifications. A lot of tour dates, top 30 singles, charts, posters, sheet music. Look at this. Words and music by Black Sabbath. That is really cool. 1970, limited edition. Huh. So that's like the original tablature book, except that's actually not even tablature. That's like real manuscript. That's awesome. The band whose black magic was not strong enough to win the battle with Black Sabbath. A lot of cool pictures. The poster that I have that it came with is this picture. So that saves me time from taking it all out. It's basically that picture, and it's really big. I think that's a mausoleum. There you go. That was actually Halloween 1970. I don't know what this is all about. Something about the Beatle who died. All that nonsense about Paul McCartney not alive. Probably that's what that's about. By this point, October 30th, 1970, the Beatles were on their way out. And Black Sabbath was rising to the top with their demon wings. There's Europe Pop Festival Munich tour dates with bands like Deep Purple, Taste, Traffic, with Stevie Winwood, Taste with Roy Gallagher. There's a German club, 1970, some kind of poster or something like that. A lot of great pictures here. My favorite one here, the LP cover, Swiss Club LP cover by Vertigo Records. I love that cover. That is so cool. It's got the debut album, combination of the debut album, and then it says Paranoid Time. It's really neat. They have a shirt out there I saw like that. I saw one time, but I didn't get it. Vertigo Records, Paranoid. A lot of great pictures in here. If you are a Sabbath fan, that's something good to get. But me, like, not just a collector, I can't just buy this and have it just sitting in my room. So I decided to learn, dissect all the songs, and play them my way and to the best of my ability in the style of Tony Iommi. That's the 74 American LP of the quadraphonic version. So I wanted to do something special with this. So these videos are going to be a little long because there's so much I got to cover because it's box set. But there's the paperwork, Island Studios, Morgan Studios, Regent Sound. These are like the original tape master tapes, like little notes and stuff. That is really cool. More singles. think by this point they're really starting to break through with Paranoid. There's that picture again. That is just about the whole book that I just showed you. Great pictures. I probably will definitely read this. I'm not much of a reader. I get bored, but something like this I would read so I know what I'm talking about in my videos if I don't know enough information already. There's Bill and Geezer. Regent Sound. That is the Ludwig kit. So that's it. Thanks again, guys. Checking out the videos. And again, check out the description. Please subscribe to the channel, Rockstars92, if you like a lot of classic rock, old school rock. Eventually, I'll do some more newer kind of music, but we got a lot of stuff to do, cover. So thanks again. Paranoid. Out. Thanks.